This is our home. Earth is our home and a fascinating place. We've spent our entire existence on this beautiful planet. Contrary to what most of us have come to believe, a day on Earth isn't quite 24 hours. In fact, at present, the Earth rotates completely every 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. Interestingly, it is believed that the Earth is very gradually slowing down over time. This means that a day in the past was longer than today and will be longer in the future. The only planet we know for certain has life on it is our beloved planet Earth. This doesn't mean that other planets don't, but we haven't found any signs of it yet. Many other worlds have the building blocks like water, organic molecules, even some formations of kind of past lives. Yet we've not found any other life forms in the present. Amazingly, there are 6,000 lightning strikes on Earth every single minute. Do you know what is the largest living thing on planet Earth? It is not the blue whale or a tapeworm, but is, in fact, a gigantic fungus. Known as the honey mushroom, one single fungus covers 2.384 acres in Oregon's Blue Mountains. That is more than you can imagine. Once upon a time, the Moon was much closer to Earth than it is today. Over billions of years, the distance between the Moon and the planet Earth is growing. This is imperceptible to us on Earth, but the Moon actually moves away from us at around 1.5 inches or 4 centimeters per year. The current estimate for the population of the world is about 8 billion and growing. Most of them live in Asia. Of the total population of the planet, 60% can be found in Asia. This includes nations like the People's Republic of China, India, and parts of the Russian Federation. The planet Earth is a very complex system, and at times can create some very strange contradictions. For example, the driest place on the planet and the largest body of water lie right next to each other. That is the Atacama Desert, which is right next to the enormous Pacific Ocean. You maybe didn't know this, but Antarctica is actually a very cold desert. Since a desert is actually defined by its annual average rainfall, rather than being a massive expanse of sand, Antarctica easily meets the requirements. You probably already know this one, but the light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to get to us. Even though the light is incredibly fast, Earth is so far away, 93 million miles to be precise, that it still takes minutes to travel that distance. We know more about space than some of our oceans. Despite the world's oceans being much easier to explore than some other worlds, we know very little about the oceans. According to some estimates, we have only fully explored something like 20% of the oceans. It is really hard to imagine that the planet Earth actually gains some mass throughout the year, as much as 40 to 50 tons a day. Coming from things like comet trails and meteorites, this stuff gets caught by Earth's gravity and rains down to the surface. At the same time as Earth is gaining mass, the planet is also losing several hundred tons of mass into space every day as gases leak out of the upper atmosphere. Estimates vary, since it is nearly impossible to accurately quantify these numbers. But some scientists estimate that the Earth gains about 44,000 tons of material each year from the accretion of space dust, but loses about 105,000 tons of hydrogen gas from the atmosphere. The largest yet recorded earthquake on Earth hit 100 miles off the coast of Valdivia in Chile in May of 1960. It had an amazing magnitude of 9.5 on the Richter scale, and this record is yet to be topped. In Canada, there is what scientists think may be the oldest existing rock on Earth. formed very close to the formation of the planet Earth, the bedrock along the northeast coast of Hudson Bay, Canada, is roughly 4 billion years old. Did you know that our planet was purple once? According to some scientists, the Earth may once have been purple. The idea is that ancient photosynthetic microbes might have used retinol, which absorbs light in a different wavelength, giving the Earth a violet hue. Can you imagine a purple planet? Due to the apparent movements of the Sun and planets in relation to their viewpoint, ancient scientists insisted that the Earth remained static, whilst other celestial bodies travelled in circular orbits around it. Eventually, the view that the Sun was at the centre of the universe was postulated by Copernicus, though this is also not the case. Our planet Earth is the only planet not named after a god. The other 7 planets in our solar system are all named after Roman gods or goddesses. Although only Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn were named during ancient times because they were visible to the naked eye, the Roman method of naming planets was retained after the discovery of Uranus and Neptune a long time ago. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. When astronauts first went into space, they looked back at the Earth with human eyes for the first time and called our home the Blue Planet. And it's no surprise, 70% of our planet is covered with oceans. The remaining 30% is the solid ground rising above sea level. The Earth is not actually round in shape. In fact, it is geoid. This simply means that the rounded shape has a slight bulge towards the equator. So what causes this geoid shape? This happens solely because the rotation of the Earth causes the bulge around the equator. Did you know that our oceans hold more than $700 trillion worth of gold? Not that you'd be able to get at any of it, but scientists estimate that the oceans of the world contain approximately 20 million tons of gold. It may not surprise you that Antarctica is the coldest place on the planet, but what might surprise you is just how cold it gets there. Temperatures on the East Antarctic Plateau have been found to dip to -133 degrees Fahrenheit, drawn from data acquired by NASA and the US Geological Survey. The Earth might seem solid and permanent, but it actually goes through a full regeneration process every 500 million years or so, as tectonic plates butt into each other. Oceanic crust is pressed under continental crust, creating pressure that fuels the world's volcanoes. Over many years, this results in a replacement of much of the planet's surface. The Mariana Trench, an underwater canyon in the western Pacific Ocean, measures 35,814 feet below sea level. It's home to some weird stuff, like sea cucumbers and plenty of other creepy living animals. While the smallest living thing is some single-celled amoeba that's too boring to talk about, the smallest mammal in the world is a kind of adorable 1-inch creature known as the Kitti's hog-nosed bat. It's found in western Thailand and southeast Burma and spends its days in evergreen forests or limestone caves. The Grand Canyon is not the deepest canyon in the world. Though a stunning sight, this natural treasure is neither the deepest nor the widest canyon in the world. That distinction goes to Tibet's Yarlung Tsangpo, which is around 30 miles longer than the Southwestern Gorge and drops 18,000 feet, more than 2 miles deeper than the Grand Canyon. Also, the tallest mountain in the world is not Mount Everest, as you might think. Though it is the highest mountain in the world, it is not the tallest. That distinction goes to Hawaii's Mauna Kea volcano, which measures 33,476 feet from its base to its top. It's a great place to take in views of the night sky, thanks to the very dry atmosphere, and a popular spot for both amateur astronomers and people who love space. The planet humans live on is full of surprises and strange things that remain hidden from their knowledge. This has left many with insatiable desires for knowledge about this amazing planet. Having been around for billions of years, there's definitely more to the Earth than the obvious things such as the seasons, the trees, the land and the sea. With studies and research about the planet still going on around the world, one can expect more amazing facts to be revealed soon.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more 8K Ultra High Resolution videos.